The horrific ankle issue that ended Livvy Dunne's dreams of ever competing at the Olympics has been made public. In recent years, the former LSU standout, who began gymnastics at the age of 3, has risen to become one of the wealthiest and most well-known gymnasts worldwide. In an attempt to participate at the highest level of the sport, she was homeschooled by her mother and represented Team USA as a child, making it to the Junior Olympics. However, at the age of 16, Dunne's Olympic aspirations came to an end. One of her ankle bones died, and she developed osteochondritis dissecans. The "What's your story?" contestant revealed, "I was actually competing on a hurt ankle, I think, at the 2018 USA Championships, and part of my ankle bone died." With the podcast of Steph McMahon, we refer to it as OCD. It simply passed away. It was really painful, and my Olympic hopes perished with it. One of my first serious injuries was that I did compete for Team USA, and we would travel to Italy to compete, and we won gold, she continued. Even though it was one of the greatest honors of my life, I continued to be hurt because it was simply not the proper setting for me. So, I made the decision, I'm going to go to LSU, enjoy the sport again, get better, and love it. According to the Mayo Clinic, osteochondritis dissecans is a disorder in which bone underneath the cartilage of a joint dies due to lack of blood flow. I went to college after it kind of healed a little bit and stopped bothering me, Dunne said. Since I've never had surgery, which is very unusual for a gymnast, I reasoned that I can heal without surgery if I give myself time to heal. That is something I am proud of. Although OCD most frequently affects the knee, it can also affect the elbows, ankles, and other joints. After months of activity, especially high-impact activities such as jumping and running, or following an accident, symptoms may manifest. After 5 seasons at LSU, Dunne, who is now 22 years old, announced earlier this year that she was ending her gymnastics career. She had been pulled out of school to concentrate on gymnastics 10 years prior. Dunne was homeschooled starting in the 8th grade and had to limit her social life in an effort to excel. I knew I truly wanted to go to the Olympics, and I was on the USA national team at that point, she added, adding that training grew more intense. I realized that I had to give up a lot of things, like family vacations, beach days, and pool days with my friends. Dunne went on, my goal was to compete for the USA. I was forced to miss those field trips and proms. Being able to compete for the United States and doing what I accomplished was tremendously fulfilling, even though it was give and take. I get to say that I did, which is extremely cool because not many people do it.